welcome. Oh my god. That's too loud. It's too loud. Hello. Hello. That's a bit better. Bam, bam, bam. It's the Four Horsemen. And we're coming for you, Hulk Hogan. So let's get to it. So obviously these guys are in like court. This guy and Benjamin Wheeler. They're like going back and forth in a useless Los Angeles court where nothing's going to get done other than wasting each other's time, which is more of a punishment for Michael, agreed, than it is for Ben. Because Michael's not got much time left. However, Michael keeps this, and I'll say I don't know for sure. All right, I was never. This is new to me. All right, that Michael is alleging that the black eye, this one, was given to him by Benjamin. Now, this is the first... We all know how, like, Michael will not shut the fuck up about these guys, right? And he's in, like, a blood feud with them at the moment. So do you not think, potentially, would reason alone, would logic alone not dictate that he might mention the fact that Ben gave him this fucking black eye? Yeah, this is the first video. It's like a day after his last video where he had no black eye. And not a mention. Not a one mention of or is there? Because I mean I've seen this before. Maybe I'll be proven wrong by the end of this, but we're gonna watch it right now. And I don't remember. Obviously, I'd remember that. As far as I know, this black eye at some point was attributed to just street vermin, by him and Military Mike, the guy that's probably going to be stood in the fucking courtroom. The fake stolen valor, isn't old enough to be in Vietnam but claims he was in Vietnam guy. Yeah, I think, isn't it like some guy called Spider or something? I don't know, but Michael had like a run-in with some bad boys again and got his ass kicked again and got a black eye. But Michael doesn't care. He's got no respect for like the court system. I mean, you look at his record, he just breaks. Like when judges tell him to do something, he just goes and does something else because he has no respect for them or the system or the process. And unfortunately, the system and the process treats people like that sometimes better than they treat people who are trying to go, through the motions. And they actually get off with it. I mean, Michael has never actually been punished for any of the things he does. He's a consistent stalker. He has stalked people. He talks about it online. Everyone knows that he does it. And, he's just like, you can't really, it's a nightmare getting a restraining order against him.
The visible human target. It's now the 4th of February, 2023, approximately 6:38 a.m.
And as you can tell, it's a fresh black eye. And I can't go back now, but, hold on, can I? I'm sure if the thing's up somewhere. Yeah, but like the previous video to this is him like in some shady back alley with some guys, probably the people who assaulted him, and then the video before that is just he has no black eye.
Dick fuck and pig fucker. I mean Dominic Bonanno, the gay Nazi from the Aryan Brotherhood of Operation Paperclip, where the Nazis were...
Again, I don't know why, they're going through these things with, restraining orders and stuff like that, but if he said that I was a member of the Aryan Brotherhood and I wasn't, I'd just sue him. Just sue him for everything he's got and, get him evicted out of that fucking apartment.
Put here in charge of, according to him, the Secret Service, the FBI, and the CIA back in the 1947... This little queer fuck wants to say I'm hate speech because they want me and his little gay lover husband that says he's not gay, he's bisexual. Benjamin Wheeler, the caregiver next door that wants to steal a little old lady's house. The little old lady's house is named Evelyn Harris. It's right next
That's what the
to
house is named? Is that what the house is named? You incompetent, like, don't even have control of your own brain, fucking retard.
Betty's house that he tries to claim that I'm breaking into or something, or his house or something. Meanwhile, this weirdo fuck has been witnessed, Wheeler, masturbating while me and my boy Michael left here before. And then
I
after
love that. Do you see that? He's been witnessed. He was witness masturbating. Was that when you were watching him masturbate? You and the definitely, by the way, not that there's anything wrong with that, homosexual friend, Military Mike, who is clearly like a homosexual man. And what, you're just like spying on your neighbors, fucking like jerking off, and they were witnessed by me, by me, by me and my friend as I left.
I say that, here runs around saying, he's watching me masturbate through the windows. First off, why the fuck you got the window open watching my steps specifically, looking up?
They're masturbating to Michael's steps.
The time, smoking weed, masturbating.
Oh, listen to him. Listen to here comes the guy. Look, you smoking weed. I can't concentrate with the smell of that weed. Meanwhile, Michael's gonna like just lean off camera a second and like take one of the biggest bong talks you've ever seen.
You got to wonder about that. But here we go. Yesterday, a barrage of messages to my advocate from the landlord from these dick fuck weasels. Check this out. Oh, and I think I may have documented here, or maybe not. The day before, I caught him outside. Oh, the super hearing I have because they're such idiots.
I love that. I love that. The super, like, everyone has their own thing for it. Like Candy Grandpre calls it intrusive thoughts. I have intrusive thoughts, and Tourette's, and Michael Morton is it's my super hearing. It's like all schizophrenics just justify the voices in their heads in like different superhuman ways.
Yeah, I love you. Yeah, I'll do that for you. He'll be out of here by May.
Look, it's always the things that Michael hears, right? When he's like, people are turned around, then I heard this. It's always either like affirming things about himself, like fucking bigging himself up about things that he likes about himself, or it's like this, conspiracy, everyone's out to get me shit. It's fucking incredible.
This is what we'll do tomorrow. And Michael knows that too, because I told him when I heard it on Thursday.
You mean them what? The guy that stole watches from your house? The guy that you set up to go off jail to get the fucking the money.
Yesterday was Friday. Today is Saturday, the 4th of, once again, February 2020.
No, it is it's a psychological condition, but that's not what it's like everything else. She thinks that it's like she calls it Tourette's. It's not Tourette's. She just fucking like shouts things out at people when she loses her patience. Like, that's not Tourette's. So you can't control yourself, Candy. And like her intrusive thoughts are just like the fact that like she's she's got like homosexual tendencies according to her sister and shit like that. And she thinks, I mean, she said that herself before. They're giving me like these homosexual thoughts. They forced them into my brain, y'all. Like, that's not, at least not as I understand it. That's not like intrusive thoughts.
23. And we'll do the gay crack addict, crack dealer, ex-crack dealer, ex-junkie attitude he has. He's such a hater. And yes, this is hate speech, medical misinformation, and anything else.
You're banned for medical information. He's banned from YouTube for medical misinformation.
Dumb fucks want to say against me. I am very upset right now. Me and Grandma, first off, it's not his grandma, was outside on her porch. Can't even spell right. I thought you said grandma. But hey, you could be a transsexual, transgender, anything, because you fat fucks take
He's so mad.
asses.
He's so mad.
Anyone's going to believe that you worship God. I don't think so.
You worship like Zeus, dude. I mean, what the fuck? It's like, it's...
I am very upset right now. Me and Grandma was outside on her porch. He's 89 years old. Now I know we have a problem with a attendant right next door. First off, he's the attendant. His name is... Oh, listen to this. I know we have a problem with attendant right next door. his name is Michael Morton. Now, how would you feel if your grandmother, 89, once again, not his grandmother, was sitting on porch
Why
with
is he
10
like,
next
he's obsessed with that? It's like, the nerve of this dude. You won't even, like, return your mother's calls, Michael. Do you know what I mean? Like, your mother's, like, worried about, like, your health and stuff like that, and you just like everybody else, you just cut her off. You just cut her off. Like your daughter, like your wife, like everyone. You just turn them off. You turn them off like a switch. It's fucking... It's harrowing. It is harrowing.
door, her, ask her, call her
What's
back
the Volcel version of like a lonely loser? Because that's what he is. He's like voluntary, lonely, and a loser.
names, call her to B-word bitch and to stick it up her. You know what? I can't say 'cause it's nasty. He's been harassing her for 10 years
Classic
now.
gay.
This lady is 89 years old. Old uptimers. She don't remember Mike. She was crying today because Mike harassed her today. Now he didn't come in front of our building, but he was on sidewalk yelling at this lady, Evelyn Harris, my grandma. Will you feel your mother or grandmother been her ass?
Again, we are 4 minutes in, and you think that, had Benjamin assaulted this man, punched him and given him this black eye the day before this. This is the video after. There's a video before this of him in a back alley with some shady looking dudes, and then the video before that is he has no black eye, and he's just like doing a normal video. So this is he no mention. It doesn't say like Benjamin fucking that fucking fat fucking Nazi fucking son. None of that. Not a fucking word. It's bullshit. He's lying in court again. I'm doing the court's work for... Damn right I am. Someone has to.
Just got to stop. We call the
I think like what I imagine that judge is like from everything that I've heard is, you ever seen that Star Trek episode where they roll out fucking Captain Pike, like to Judge Kirk, and like they roll him out and he's like fucking in that like machine and he can just beep. Like he's just, all he can do is like beep once or beep twice. Like that's the judge, I'm sure.
errors. We went to West Hollywood City Hall when we did everything we can, and you guys are not doing nothing about this now. She harassing Evelyn Harris, 89-year-old
Then
lady.
again,
Now
I can't imagine having to decipher all this the court document. Maybe I'm going a bit harsh on him. I mean, it must be a shit show, all the stuff flying back and forth.
Not fair. Sorry bug you about this, but just have to stop. We had to do something about this. He's across the street yelling, and we can't videotape him in the cross street 2 doors down yelling at this old lady, Italy lady. She's Canadian. Evelyn Harris, not her family, and going to get involved. Evelyn Harris, not her family, and going to get involved.
He said she's Canadian. She's Canadian. Like, Canada isn't an ethnicity. Right? Like America's kind of an ethnicity at this point. But like you can be like Italian and from Canada. You fucking idiot.
Right.
You fucking idiot. Benjamin's Italian, he's American. You fucking moron.
And these people fall for this shit when it shows in their text messages that they're mentally incapable. We caught the sheriff's on him and it is hang up on us. So we're going to talk to our lawyer and he's going to get in touch with your lawyer and see what could we do about this and have a nice day. My insurance lawyer, property insurance lawyer, is going to get in touch with your lawyer. Just want to let you know. Monday, we are getting a restraining order on Michael Morton. I will send copies to you just to have to stop now. Thank you. We will get in touch with Ron. Thank you so much. You have a nice day. Landlord, to my advocate. Hi, Mr. Jeffries. I just received a broad, disturbing text from a neighbor next door regarding elderly abuse.
To a fucking landlord, dude. Can you imagine that? This is why I never want to like own property or anything, dude. Not unless it's a city where I can just be like, right, you're out tomorrow, but get the fuck out of here now.
Mr. Morton, amongst other things. As predicted, this behavior appears to be worsening and is creating a real nuisance to the building as well as community. I don't know what to do with all
He
these
is
complaints.
though. He is though. Like I don't understand how, right, Michael hasn't been evicted. But then again, it goes back to this being LA. They probably have some crazy you cannot evict you can't evict people for anything. Alright? Like they're probably still trying to evict fucking Jeffrey Dahmer.
Thank you, sir. Uh, well, if the police aren't listening because I've been cleared of this shit, stick them up your fucking ass before you get a harassment complaint from me, from the city, and these dick fucks go to jail because all they do is hate speech, hurt on me, attack me, scream and yell at me, and I'm the one doing all of this when, well, my boy was here with
Hit? Hit? Any sort of indication of violence there? All they do is, let's go back. I just want a full list of what he fucking listed with them.
because all they do is hate speech, hurt on me, attack me, scream and yell.
Yeah, hurt on me and attack me could be it. I guess it could be phrased into that, but I'm not buying it. I imagine every time they come into court, this is from T-Dog, every time they come into court, the judge is just like, oh my god, it's these people again. Yeah, it's either that, or it's like, this is his, he gets to have a sandwich and you just sort of relax for a fucking hour while these people like fucking argue back and forth, and then he just, yeah, we're postponing it. Postponing to the next month. Have another hour off. It seems like a nightmare getting a restraining order. I'll be honest. It seems like there's better ways of going about things.
Me, and I'm the one doing all of this when, well, my boy was here with me, Michael, part of the day, and the other part
Your
of the day.
boy? My boy was with me, Michael. My boy. First of all, you're a 52-year-old man. Alright, you shouldn't have any boys. And he steals from you. He steals from you. If somebody comes into my house right and steals a watch of mine, right, like that's the last time we ever fucking speak, at least. This dude, and then he has him in again and that, because that's what Michael is. Michael is a user, right? He is completely assimilated to the Los Angeles landscape, to how you have to be to survive in that town. It's kill or be killed, eat or be eaten, and fuck anyone over, to get your way. And they all accept that. I can't remember what actor it was that, I'm not even going to quote it, but it was essentially, because I will just misquote it terribly, but essentially you've just got to learn to eat shit in Hollywood. Yeah, like you have to learn to eat shit. Like, so if somebody fucks you over, right, and fucks you out of a part, and stuff, but you all like, you're still all successful and stuff like that, and you go to parties, you can't hold that against them. You can't like make a thing of it at the party. That's just the way it is. That person's, it's not like an indication that person's, would push you off a boat, even though they would. It's just the way it is. It's mercenary.
With my friends at Running Canyon, and my advocate says,
and all these losers are exactly the same. I'm not calling By the way, I'm not calling Benjamin a loser. I am referring to Michael Morton and Military Mike. Ben looks after an old woman, and if it's not his grandma, that's even more.
Not true, because these weirdos think that I've lived the same place
Incredible.
For 27 years and I don't know anything. Hence, Yelena was the first video. We're going to start videoing all the neighbors and what they really think about me, and that should shut all these mother.
We're not seeing any of them. Not seeing any of them videos of you guys. I'm gonna start getting interviews about what people really think about me to end these horrible rumors.
Fuckers up, because two fat little pig queers that are Nazis that want to shove their cock up my ass should not have any say. Their game in West Hollywood for these gay bitches are fuck up the straight man's head and their straight woman's, run them through, turn them out. I look like good little gay lesbian and faggots for us. Oh, I can't say that word, but they do act like faggots.
Beep.
Look at this. This is what faggots do.
Oh, wait. Whoa. Whoa, maybe he did. Right at the end.
You act like faggots. Look at this. This is what faggots do. Ciao.
Ciao. Is that the smoking gun? Benjamin, did you assault Michael Morton? Surely not. Confirmed. Nah, I don't know. I do think, because I can't remember. That's the problem, is my, like, horrific, like, old man memory. But I do have, like, this thing in my head where it's like, I'm sure at the time he kept, like, insinuating that they got somebody. Like, he was paranoid and he thought that they set somebody up to, like, attack Michael. That, like, he got attacked because of them. By Michael, so it's a questionable confirmation. Yeah, exactly. He didn't directly say. He's not directly alleging. Like, if somebody assaulted you, you'd have no problem. Like, you wouldn't be legalizing your way around it, like tiptoeing to make sure you're not saying anything. You'd just be like, that guy fucking like hit me. And you like, if you're that much of a pussy, ring the fucking police. Although, whatever. Like, he had it coming, so ringing the police would be gay in the classic sense. Right, let's have I'm just gonna fucking go back down there because there'll be a military mic video shortly after that, I think. God, these videos. How many videos does he have to do? Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. It's fucking ridiculous. It just goes on forever. Forever. The great thing is, as the years go by, we're going to be able to make like amazing artificial intelligence Michael Mortons. Eventually, we're just going to be able to replace their channel altogether. When like AI can do full 3D videos and shit. It'll have his voice, it'll replicate his entire personality based on these videos. And yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to have a lot of fun. Then we can make like real fucking the senior citizen CIA or whatever I called it episodes. Right, so this is where the black eye begins and it lasts a while. Or maybe it doesn't. Oh yeah. Yeah, look. Let's get it all the way. You still got it there a little bit. So what's this? Right, so that was the video where's the video we just watched? It's there. Look, and there's the video before it. Look, being hamstrung. And poor topping Aussie drops facts about US. So he's hanging around with bums the day before it happens. And getting the testimony of a neighbour about fake allegations. What is that? Who is this woman? Let's watch the testimony.
Hi guys, this is Yelena. She lives next door. I've known her since, how big were you when I moved in here it was 1995.
Something like that.
So you were like...
I moved
you
here
came
like
in 97.
I was here from 93.
93. So I moved here in 95, and you were about, God knows, a long time ago.
Oh, like maybe 11, 12.
But you
Oh, God.
have to have seen me around here for a long time.
Yes.
And, well, I have an advocate. He says that I don't know people and have any friends.
No, actually you do. I'm your friend, plus I know your daughter.
I'm your friend, plus I know your daughter, plus
Plus, I know a lot of people, don't I? Don't I know a lot of people?
As well. So
No.
I don't like when people accuse my friends here, neighbors, of allegations that until they
I'm
have
screaming,
the proof.
wait, I'm screaming, yelling at little old ladies. Do you believe that?
I would never think that.
Why would you not
never
ever think that I'd be screaming, yelling at little old ladies?
You're a good guy, Mike.
Because usually you don't. You help them out.
Exactly. I just wanted to see what would come out of your mouth, because some neighbors...
I don't know, why would somebody do this?
Hey,
wait, Military Mike's his advocate?
I'm also
Yeah,
a
why
friend.
would they say that
I'm also a
I'm
friend.
always
Oh, wait,
bad
yeah.
things? You would kind of wonder, huh?
Well, I know you're from a good side. I don't know about your bad side, but
No, you've known me to not have a bad
no,
side
I don't
because...
think so. But the thing is, you've been always protecting the neighborhood to begin with.
Well, thank you very much for saying that too, because nobody believes that anybody's actually that good.
No, that's not true. I believe in you, Michael.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully it's gonna work out to your benefit.
Oh, it definitely will. I'll talk to you. Thank you, Lane.
Thank you.
Fucking hell. Jesus. I mean, that's great. That's like the most like I don't know you. It's like the guy that lives over the road from me. And, he lets Sam, my dog, piss on his garden. because we know each other. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I don't know, but that's as close as these two are. I don't think that's the Russian girl. Yeah, I don't think that's the Russian girl. She's not Russian, is she? I couldn't. It sounded like she had some sort of fucking like accent, but I don't know.
I don't know what was.
And why is Mike? He's always got that Sex Pistols t-shirt on. It's fucking. I hate this dude. I hate him so fucking much. I hate Military Mike so much. I can't fucking stand that dude. And that guy, what is it? TI Survivor or something like that. Some guy on fucking YouTube. He knows this guy. He knows him in real life. Also, she said she knew him when she was 16 or something. She said younger than that. She said younger than fucking that. When she first moved here, she was like fucking...
You wouldn't...
I mean, I moved
you
here
came
like
in
when
'97, and you were about, God knows, a long time ago.
like maybe 11, 12.
11, 12.
But you have to have seen me around here for a long time.
Yes.
And, well...
And it's like a lot of weird, like, I don't know, a lot of like weird, like she sticks her tongue, 11, 12, sticks her tongues out, that's like weirdly...
But
like,
you have to have seen me around here for a long time.
Yes.
And, well, I have an advocate. He says that I don't know people and have any friends.
No, actually you do. I'm your friend, plus I know your daughter, plus...
Plus I know a lot of people, don't I? Don't I know a lot of people?
As well. So no. I don't like when people accuse my friends here, neighbors.
Yeah.
My friends here, neighbors? Like, they're friendly neighbors. They're friendly neighbors. The closer you get to the friendly neighbor, by literal proximity, the better you know them. So, believe me, Dominic Bonanno and fucking Benjamin Wheeler know this fucking fruit better than she does.
Allegations that until...
So I can't stop watching this, but she's like, everything about her is annoying me. The disgusting fawn with like the smudgy finger. Look at her, where she's had like a... Hang on. Let me change the fucking... You can't see, because I'm clever. Hold on. There we go. Look at this. Look at it. Fucking disgusting. Fucking look at it. Look at the phone with like the smudgy finger marks on it, where she's been having a Cheetos. She's been like dipping her hands into her fucking Cheetos.
Wait, I'm screaming.
It's got like all the fingerprints on it. Wipe your fucking phone. Don't you know that phones have more bacteria than a toilet seat? The average, whatever that means, the average of both those things. It's probably like a fucking census taken in Uganda, but yeah, it's like fucking sick. And a fucking smartwatch. Ooh, I can do contactless payments from my little smartwatch. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck. It's just not gonna work. You're gonna hold up the line, and then it's gonna be everybody else's problem. You're already fucking causing half the shop to be full with your giant fat, like gravity-inducing ass. I mean, jeez. Anyway, so that's me just tearing apart the witness in court before, like, the judge has me disbarred. Let's have a look. Where it's a gay Nazis want me falsely influenced. See, this is the follow-up video to the video we just watched. Jesus, 11 minutes.
Hello,
oh, he's got Superman again. He's got Superman back. It was cuter when Jerry Seinfeld did it.
It's Michael Morton. It is now the 4th of January, 2023. It is approximately 7:30 a.m.
You watching Conan O'Brien, no? Did some Conan O'Brien thing pop up? I used to like Conan O'Brien years ago. I remember when he's like a shitlib now, isn't he? I remember when he posted like, Donald Trump criticized Haiti, somewhere where, by the way, right now, there's like people there's like some war going on where they're just eating each other. I saw a horrible video on Twitter the other day. And he's just like, literally, there's some guy like barbecuing on the fuck. They just blown the building up. And one of the rebels goes over and they're all laughing and filming it. He's just like picking meat off the guy's calf and like eating it. It was fucking sick. But, yeah, and like Conan O'Brien posted that picture where he's like, hey, Haiti, a terrible war zone. What? Not from what else? And he's like fucking bathing in the seas of Haiti. And it's like, oh yeah, nice with your like $80 million, Conan. You know what I mean? Like, you can go anywhere with that much money and you'll have a great... Go to Pyongyang. Go to that hotel in Pyongyang. It'll be fucking beautiful. I guarantee it. But, I mean, he's funny. He's funny as fuck. And, you know, I can't take anything away from him like that. No, yeah, he's really funny. And he did great work on The Simpsons. He's a great comedy writer. But yeah. No, I have. But the answer is no. I have not been watching him recently.
Saturday, I just uploaded a video. I read some text from my gay neighbor. The only thing I can conclude is they hate me because I'm straight and they're queer.
You're not straight. You're the only straight guy, right? That dated like an open. Maybe I shouldn't even say that on YouTube. An open person who thinks that they're a straight woman, right? And had dangly bits, and was a black woman, man, right? Maybe getting the fucking idea now. For what was it, like a year or something? Apparently. Like, you're just not. Like, you're obsessed with getting pounded in the ass. It's all you ever talk about. Your subconscious is pouring out. It's pouring out, like, everywhere. Every video you do is you mention getting pounded in the ass. But look at the mirror. Hang on. I'm going to show you this, because it's always, like, the saddest thing is when you see him in the mirror. Look at that. Like, the behind shot of somebody streaming. Like, that fucking shot exists behind me right now. And it's like sad as fuck. Like some guy like hunched over towards a fucking microphone. Like it's the saddest view. Yeah. I can't even remember what I was saying now. I'll just continue.
He's tried to convert me before.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's just obsessed with getting like fucking banged it. Like it's clear. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. This guy is like further in the closet than, you know, winter fucking jackets you haven't worn in like 7 years. It's ridiculous.
They've tried to tell me it's okay to be gay and that I should be gay. They've also accused me of being closet because, well, I think
it's happening.
They wish that. I've also reported here that they have been caught by me and my friend leaving here, but some of these assholes don't believe I know people or I have friends, but we saw them masturbating, looking up the steps as we came down. Now, it's not like you wouldn't hear me leaving my house because I live in a cul-de-sac corner. So everything is loud and amplified because it's one giant hallway or echo chamber. I have to watch blowing my nose so that my face doesn't swell up.
I love that. You ever seen that happen? When someone like breaks the fucking nose and then they blow it? And the eyes go like huge. It's fucking insane.
Blowing.
Never blow your nose if you break your nose.
Side, the right side.
If you break it.
Just the left side. Because I got punched again.
If he isn't gay, he talks about ass more than any other man I know. Man ass especially. Yeah, but it's not just man ass either, is it? It's like fucking, you know, sucking cock and getting slammed. He's just obsessed with it.
I mean, I wouldn't need to say that, right? You can see, right? So.
And plus he has like the effeminate things along with it. Where he's got like, he's always, you know, he's very fidgety about his hair. It's very like fucking, he's like obsessed with his looks. He's like fucking 50, you know, he's 50-something year old. I mean, you don't look fucking terrible, Michael. There are people out there that look worse than you, but you don't look, you know, you don't look great. The illness doesn't help. And the mental illness.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. So I'm not sure if it's because I'm straight or because, well, we realized, me and my daughter that was 10 at the time, realized they're bad people and we didn't want to be around them anymore. Because Dominic Bonanno, the gay Nazi, see, this is their armbands. Dominic Bonanno and Benjamin Wheeler Jr. And see the asphyxiation hose underneath? This is in their possessions. And the news story is that I broke in their house to take this picture. Also broke in the house and did other things. And I watched them through my windows masturbate because I'm so sick.
But you said that he did that.
Meanwhile, they don't understand the shit they say. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't sound right. because how could someone watch you masturbating unless your windows are open and that's what you're doing?
That's like, isn't that what Michael said? Like they had their windows open onto the staircase. He said.
read you the message, which, well, doesn't even really make sense because they're out of their mind. See, Benjamin Wheeler has been a professed crack baby. He actually went to jail for selling narcotics, crack cocaine or cocaine. He has 2
Which is slightly preferable to going to jail for stalking.
prior felony arrests.
Well,
So is
depends, I guess.
Bonanno. Bonanno's is fraud. Fraud is lying through your teeth. They're both gay queers, and this is hate speech because they're going against God, shoving cocks in their ass. We need to accept this shit. Meanwhile, look at what they own. That's illegal. Benjamin Wheeler Jr., the third, and Dominic Bonanno, I can only conclude, are Nazis. This is not hate speech against gays, LGBTQ, or anything else. It's calling out the facts. Just like the federal government, the intelligence agencies, and law enforcement know. As I read the other, 2 weeks
how does he figure? Like, in what world does he think that, like, that's illegal? It's like, this simple is illegal. So you don't live in Germany? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
ago from the West Hollywood Reporter, there's a really big sexual trafficking pedophile ring in West Hollywood and Los
I doubt it, dude. Isn't that like First Amendment shit? It's not even illegal here. I mean, we don't have any, like, you know, protected laws over, like, speech or expression, so they probably would fucking arrest you. But it's not against the law. Like, my friend used to have a Nazi flag when we were in school. Oh, God. They got local hate speech stuff there. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But a Nazi armband isn't hate speech, though, is it? I mean, yeah, I guess, like, you know, in gay world, it makes sense but that's bizarre. That is bizarre. If this, like, the Germany has always been like, even though it was like, you know, allegedly them and all that stuff, like, it still raises an eyebrow when you see like how strong those laws are. Like, they're worse than anything the Germans supposedly imposed.
Angeles. You gotta wonder.
The idea
who
of that
could
happening in America is
potentially
just
be involved,
insane.
because they're coming at me so hard for having this.
It's his fake counter-terrorism fucking badge, which he cheaped out on. Could have got the gold. $1. $1 more.
Really says counterterrorism, and look,
It really says counter-terrorism, guys. I've got a badge that really says counter-terrorism. It's not the same as saying I'm somebody who is really fucking counter-terrorism. But isn't it infuriating, T? Like, it is like, it's such a, like, we laugh and stuff like that, but I imagine, like, being in some sort of counter-terrorism unit is pretty fucking hardcore. And, you know, you've just got, I just realised the fucking title of this. Why is it with YouTube? Why can't I set titles, right, of my streams? Fuck's sake. Anyway, but yeah, the fucking, you gotta, like, you gotta preset the title before you do your stream. It's mental. It's mental. I'll have to change it afterwards. Anyway, but yeah, it's like the shit they do. Like, it's like being a soldier. And these people just like he's walking around pretending, like, wink wink, nod nod. It's fucking bullshit. And it's just so sad because it comes from people like this, like him and Military Mike, guys that are just, like, clinical losers. I mean, this dude, it takes a special, like, some people never get to have things, right? And they have, like, a bad role in life and shit. It takes a special kind of guy to, like, get it and, like, get a son, or get a fucking daughter, rather. And then, like, you know, fuck it up in the particular way that he has. Like, maliciously, almost.
the ID card says.
And meanwhile, look, he's fucking online. Like, I've got look, the ID card, which comes with the badge, by the way. It does come with a badge. You get that with the badge.
I,
which you can tell because they'd never used the picture of the picture Michael Morton got on his model shots when he did the modeling. I've never noticed that before. Oh my god. Jeez, dude. Jeez. This is like the 5th gear in mental illness. Fucking hell. Counterintelligence. That's what it is. Not counterterrorism. What a fucking dummy. God damn, man.
ID card says the same goddamn thing. And this holds up.
I have a card that says that. Oh, yeah, it holds up, does it? Walk into your local fucking counter-terrorism unit then. You can walk into your police department's counter-terrorism unit. Just walk right through those fucking guards. Go for it.
Because it's real. But see, these little queer Nazis, well, they're not tolerant. They want us to accept everything, including cocks in your ass, fingers in your little girl's jai, and...
Why is that coming? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that, you creepy little fucking... It's on his mind. This is another thing that's on his mind, like getting pounded in the ass. It's getting... The two things that are consistently... things that he accuses people of and projects onto everybody is gayness and paedophilia aimed at like little girls. Why don't you have your daughter anymore, Michael? Why was she taken, Michael?
Agi and freaking Pooney and Azzy and everything else. I can only conclude this because I don't understand what else it would be. Making up stories, talking to the neighbors, and everybody knows me. They know my capacity here. They're not falling for this shit. The message alone says the city hangs up on them and the police hang up on them, and the landlord's asking what he should do. Maybe he should consider hanging up on these lying sacks of shit too. But this is hate speech.
Everyone's lying. Everyone's lying. How many people have restraining orders against him now? I mean, Benjamin's gone for one. David Goldberg had one. Jessica, whatever her name, had one. It's hate speech. Everyone's lying about me.
But I got the black eye. Bonanno said
well, hold on.
Yes,
Let's go back. Let's watch this fucking
consider hanging up on
context.
these lying sacks of shit too.
Also, you can see his bald spot in the video.
But
in the mirror.
This hate speech, but I got the black eye. Bonanno said this yesterday, but what I didn't tell the landlord is I had a witness. I now have a police report against them, and the deputy that came, Deputy Perez, says, I've come out for you all the time about this. I'm so sorry you have to go through this.
Yeah, that's such a... I love it. Because I've seen like enough like episodes of Cops and shit like that you know, I sort of get the vibe of like an American police officer. And, you know, you can just tell that that's not a... It's a... That means something else. You know, we come out to your house a lot. You know, we're always happy to help you all the time, and we always have to come out here.
We're sick of this shit. We'll have a detective get right on this.
Yeah, he literally said, I'm sick of this shit.
This isn't right. It's wrong. And the fact that he's going to my landlord, and what is my landlord going to do? They're trying to say I'm creating a nuisance with no police report, no documentation. They can't get it on film because it never happened. Meanwhile, I got to go find Steve Klein. He's the neighbor next door. He's the property owner that I watch his property since I told him I would. When I saw him out there at 6:30, 7 a.m. back in 2013, and I was concerned about the neighborhood.
2013, dude. It's another house that he's quote unquote watching. This dude thinks that he's like the police. He really does. He's like, I've got my clients. It's like the old lady who like is insane. She's like dead now, and I'm like still watching a house, and she's like dead. It's like people like crackheads in the house and that, and every now and then he hammers a board up. And then there's the woman next door who like now has real carers, and now he's in like a bitter blood feud with the fucking carers. And then there's this fucking Klein. What's it? Steve Klein. He's got the property next door. He hasn't been seen since 2013.
I'd watch.
These are Michael's friends. These are the people that like Michael. They're on my side.
Closer. I have. So we'll probably get him as a witness because he was there when.
Don't bring poor Steve Klein in from like the Bahamas. Alright, Steve Klein does not need to be dealing with this fucking dispute.
Connie Ling walked up and said,
"Oh, Connie Ling,
we're going to get Michael Morton out of here. David Goldberg's our hero. He's going to do this." Where's David Goldberg?
David Goldberg is a hero.
You fucking bitch. You lying piece of shit. And now we got these guys that 2-3 weeks ago, because I proclaimed that I'm not gay, they filmed me to say that I'm doing stuff against them. I talked to the neighbors across the street and he's yelling, "Shut up, get away from them." So if the landlord wants to do anything, he needs to watch this video and realize all these things he's doing with sending these fake emails to my advocate is just making it look like he's part of this to get me out of here, because here in West Hollywood I pay $652.10 rent for a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and of course the landlord...
Isn't that cheap? That's cheap, right? And I'm not just talking about like fucking, but I mean, like that's like, we had that picture of his apartment, and I'm sure that apartment was going for like 1,200, I think. That's because I was gonna rent it and move in. Oh, I wish I could just fly into America if it wasn't like an issue of all the visas and shit.
Would want me out because the rent's over $2,000. They would want me out because, well, I'm not really sure if they're looking to just convert every man to be straight into gaydom, or they want...
No, maybe it's the fucking state of your apartment. Did you think that? Did you maybe think, oh, well, you know, I've never put a carpet down. I've got like 900 fucking boxes of shit on top of that cupboard right there. You can see in the mirror. Everything is just like piled into fucking boxes, and it's like you live in a warehouse of shit, of bullshit. You're a hoarder. It probably stinks in there. You've probably never let the fucking landlord in for any sort of like renovation work. There was a shit storm kicked up when they had to get in there to do the fucking vent. It's a fucking mess, dude. Of course they want you out of there. All you do is cause problems. You're a nightmare, tenant. A nightmare.
Children. I can't tell. This also...
Oh, look, he's talking about kids again.
Children.
I think we know who wants children, Michael.
I can't tell. This also started not just from the Nazi armbands, but after my daughter didn't want to hang out with the husband or the wife.
Your daughter doesn't want to hang out with her father. Isn't that the issue?
Life, the female, Dominic Bonanno, that in his life has been a major prick because, well, he was a...
Right, alright, like everyone, right, just so you know, right, Michael willingly left his child with these two people, right, that he will make all sorts of accusations about. Right, criminal and just otherwise, just like attacks on their sexuality or their character or their history. Right, this guy willingly, knowing all that for ages until they had a problem with each other, was fine leaving his daughter with these two people to look after her for long periods of time. All right, and I'm not condemning that. I don't know them. Right, everyone. You know, Michael's in a situation where like he was a single parent and he needs someone to look after his child or whatever. He made, and you know, they've made allegations about like his other friend Kelly. He used to just leave her there, and like Kelly wouldn't even be in the house and shit. I don't know, right? But I can see it happening. But we definitely know, because Michael has said himself that like he's left her there next door with them. Why would you leave them? Leave your daughter with people if you thought they were like that? Like nothing. There is no desperate situation. where you'd leave your children with people that you thought were dangerous. Unless you were a complete and total piece of shit. So he's got very limited options and how to explain his way out of this, to be honest. His own behavior, which is why he constantly spends his entire time deflecting and obfuscating the reality of the situation, which is he's a mentally ill man who had his daughter taken away from him, and he deserved it. Hello, Juge.
Narcissistic cunt that was an actor or a model, and guess what? Now he's a fat, ugly troll fuck, because your insides turn into your outside when you're too toxic, a hater, and
Can you imagine that? Like, imagine somebody say that. Like, what happened to your insides turn to your outsides? Look at him. Like, you don't film yourself. His daughter was the tumor. you don't film yourself looking like this. Like, he looks like the fucking, like the scarecrow from Wizard of Oz, when he's got a black eye and obviously the tumor, and like the face is just terrible, and the fucking hair's all strawy and thin today. The fucking arms are like emaciated, and he's gonna sit there and say like, your character turns your insides into your outside. I thought it was Dora. I just wasn't sure. It's either Dora or Spooky.
A very bad, loathsome, disgusting person. Now, why would they just
Dora,
attack
man,
someone like
how's
me?
it going, boy?
Because I'm willing to tell the truth. I'm willing to tell the truth to a forum.
Yeah, I've seen her.
That's how it is. And, well, they'll always go against those willing to tell the truth because it ain't right. No, it ain't right what you do to people, and then you lie. So, it is what it is, and that's it. I deal with it. It's not the first black eye I've had. It's not the first punch. It's not the first lie. Why?
It sounded like they might have, like, one of them might have hit him. Now that I'm actually looking back at the videos, I hope they're not. I hope they're not in court today. Live streaming me.
I deal with it. It's not the first black eye I've had. It's not the first punch. It's not the first lie. Why? Is the landlord involved? He's actually setting himself up to look like it, which would instigate me to file a harassment complaint with the city.
I love that. Hold on, right? I've got to read this at the bottom down here. It's the description of the video, right? It probably isn't going to show fully on the fucking screen there, but I'll just read it for you. It says, machinations of manipulative idiots that are lying conmen with actual records to prove it. It's funny the depth of depravity that from these queers. We've caught jacking off looking up my stairs with window fully open, and I'm watching them. Yeah, dude. Like, how do you catch someone in like jerking off unless you're watching them? Like, there is no way that guy is like masturbating at an empty window. There is no fucking way. What, like waiting for you to appear? He's looking up, right? He's not looking down. You're looking down into his fucking apartment. You can't look up into somebody's like upstairs fucking room. Oh my god. Like him and Military Mike were jerking it. Watching them jerk it is what was happening. I'm telling you right now. Put it on record. I allege that.
Because why the fuck is all the other apartments that had an issue that mine had to have access for them to repair a heater fixed, livable units, but my mirror still isn't up? As evidence yesterday that I uploaded and documented, and I will be releasing that right now. And then coincidentally, by the end of the day, I'm screaming.
Spoilers, never released.
And yelling and causing a scene when I was either not home or with someone all day. But that's the beauty.
That's such bullshit. This is another one of those tricks that he's been doing for ages because he thinks he's a fucking spy. So I'll tell you exactly how he does it. Should I tell you how he evades fucking evasion shit like that? Right? If he's going to go out and he doesn't want to be seen, he leaves his phone at home. Alright? So then he can be like, well, check the pings. Check the he thinks that like they're going a fucking CIA's ass. If the police ever catch him, rather than just be like ignore him. And the other thing he does is like use like I have an alibi because he knows homeless people like Military Mike that'll say, yeah, he was with me, And he's also got dementia, so he probably didn't remember. He does this all the time. He's always goes, how could I have done that when I was in that day? I was in that day, and my phone will show it. It's so fucking...
My advocate doesn't believe that
minor
me
league.
living in the same place 27 years, I fucking know anybody. What is wrong with all you assholes? Is your head shoved up your ass or your digital devices that you have no fucking brain anymore and you listen to gang stalking pig fucking trolls that just want to shove their cocks in your ass because
there's the cocks in the ass.
And when you hung out with them and didn't know that they were
I've got a magic ticket.
They were fishing for information to use against you. I was high on mushrooms.
Courtesy of
I
tea.
gave the motherfucker a mushroom cap, and he called the police 3 days later saying that I gave him that and wanted me put in jail. These are the type of people that you call LGBTQ+, and their tolerance and acceptance of anything that does not have to do with shoving something in your cock in your ass, in your vagina, in your mouth.
Why does he call it?
You know,
and again, he always goes vagina. He uses like these, I think, like childish terminology. For it's so fucking. I don't know, dude.
ETQ stuff.
It's like it alerts some like primitive fucking alarm in my brain, and like instinctively my hand like reaches for a fucking axe. But there's like no axe actually here. Like what the fuck?
Well. According to
there's something with this guy.
Is against God, but you don't see me attacking him because I'm not here to judge. I leave that for my God and for
Zeus.
You. Because it's between you and your Creator that you say didn't create you, made a mistake when He made you, or just flat out lie against Him. But that's okay. I guess I'm a right-winger, religious fanatic now because, well. God protects His. How's it feel? That's the sign in my goddamn window. That's how you know where I live. I'll let you go now. Peace and love to the rest of you and to all you lying little queer bitches and lesbian cunts that have something against us. The only thing I have to say out of hate speech is you're all going to go to hell for being deceivers. I'll talk to you later because Christ is
King.
Our living salvation. He's coming, and you're all fucked. I'll talk to you later. God is real.
God is real. From the man himself there. Right, hold on. I've got a golden ticket. Yeah, I've got. I don't even have like last words for that. It's just the whole thing just speaks for itself. It's like a cavalcade of mental illness. Jesus, that tumor looks huge on that fucking video. Right. I was gonna wrap it up at an hour, but where's there's a, I'm gonna look if I can find, I might not be able to find it, but there was a Candy Grandpre, open talk, y'all, and I know she's annoying, but this one was amazing, because she's been like living in a like self-made nightmare. She got on a Greyhound bus, right? She left Florida, where she was living good, y'all. She's getting fucking donations every day. The only problem is she got kicked out of literally every establishment and hotel, so she had to leave. She was like ran out of the fucking city. So she gets on a fucking a Greyhound bus, right? Right across the country, very far. Okay, it's like going across fucking Europe to Ohio. Gets off in Ohio the day that train the train explodes, derails with all the chemicals and shit like that. We had 2 disasters arriving in the city at once. Little did they know. The people of Ohio waking up in the morning in Cincinnati, completely unaware. Then she finds it's too hard and too cold here, y'all. So she gets on another Greyhound bus like 2 weeks later, down the fucking country, straight down south towards Texas, y'all. We going to Texas, and I had it in my head that it's gonna be like she's gonna get fucking shot, like someone's just gonna blow her fucking brains out when she like tries some shit in the shop, in some shop that she's in. But she ended up like her Greyhound bus went through the Twilight Zone, and she's in like the outer limits right now, in like some tiny she lives right. She's got somewhere to live. I got somewhere to live finally, y'all. and it's a shed. She's got a fucking shed, a tiny little shed in a tiny little town where you actually have to like ring some guy up to come get the fucking to actually pick you up and take you into town, and sometimes it doesn't even arrive and shit like that. It sounds you can tell she hates it, but it's everything she asked for. So once again, it's like one of those things where, like, you know, don't careful what you ask for, and you're never going to be happy, Candy, because the voice is in your head, not outside. However, the other day, she's been in there, like, moping around, laying down flat for, like, weeks now, and then the other day she did this fucking video where she's been getting, like, slowly incremental health issues to do with, like, the diarrhea returning. The forced diarrhea by gang stalkers, y'all, is returning, and sometimes it's bloody and sometimes it's not. And then she's like laying down so much that she's getting like huge trapped gas. So then when she was doing a video the other day, she was having what she was describing as, now this wasn't intrusive thoughts, T, this was intrusive gas. She was having what she described as fart bombs. Huge fart bombs. And she kept like farting during the video and shit like that. Like just all this fucking trap gas just releasing itself as her body got up. It's fucking amazing. So apparently she's just walking everywhere just like farting like a monster. I can't find it though. I've cleared my history. I cleared my search history because there was a fucking disgusting video that was recommended, and the thumbnail was like vomit inducing. I'm not going to be able to find it. I hyped it up for y'all, and I'm not going to be able to find it, I don't think. That's strange. Aquarium Doris Perp. Nope, 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 nope. I believe you, Raz. Nope, nope, nope. Brief morning update. Is that going to be it? Directed attack disabling. This might be it. This might be it. Ooh.
Hello, everyone.
If it's not, we're watching this one now anyway. We're going to watch the whole thing because
Wednesday, May 31st.
A 15-minute video for me takes like 9 hours to fucking review, so we'll get as far as we can in a reasonable time.
It's 2023 at 11:32 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, that face.
I feel like May went by slow, but at the same time, I'm like, I can't believe that May is almost over. I kind of feel like the year 2023, you know, I'm not really trying to rush the time because as time goes on, time just, you know, events just get worse and worse instead of better.
Yeah, because you're not getting any help. You don't get, like, the more you've isolated yourself, like, the more that you are completely in control of your own life, Candy, the worse things are going to keep getting.
So...
Because you make stupid decisions. Oh! Shit! Yeah, I didn't do that video. Right, everyone, right? So, like, hang on. Right, I've got a video of Candy that we can watch. Because Candy ended up in the emergency room again. Her sister and her have probably had more state money spent on them with medical costs than the average British person ever will. Because I doubt they're paying this shit back. They go to the emergency room more times than I can even thingy. And they tried to explain to her what had happened. You know, you shouldn't be spraying extremely strong alcohol fucking spray constantly in, you know, enclosed areas where you are. Because of all the fucking bugs that are infesting your body and infesting your clothes and infesting everywhere that you go. She's trying to kill... I'm trying to kill the gnats. Some of them are imaginary, some of them aren't. They definitely get more prevalent as she gets, like, angrier or more frustrated. She thinks that it may be down to, like, a voodoo curse that was put on her. I think she just smells bad. But to combat them, she carries around, like, a little squirty bottle full of, like, alcohol spray. And she sprays everything with it because she's got what she calls OCD. So... we're watching these two things first. And keep in mind, by the way, this video that we're watching now, I will play it. Don't worry, it's not just going to be me blabbering on. But I just want you to keep in mind throughout all of this, right, that this is a woman that once explained how the 2 lumps of butter in her oatmeal on the morning wasn't enough. She wanted 3 lumps of butter. I know 3 lumps of butter in my oatmeal.
Hello, y'all. It's 4:51 p.m. So, I'm feeling weak and shaky. And remember, I told you I had not long ago, like I think I fell asleep at
She got blasted with zombie voodoo bomb
at
powder.
maybe 10 or 10:30 this morning from the sleep deprivation. And then after after the slept for I was sleep deprived and slept from 10 o'clock or 10:30 a.m. until almost it was like 2:28 this afternoon when I woke up, and it's now it was 4:52 p.m. in the afternoon.
Oh my god, no one cares. This is the biggest issue with her fucking things, right? Is like the time, like the military timekeeping at the beginning. You know, the fucking it's 2:23 and 17 atomic seconds. You know, Aquarius is over the sons of Saturn. It's like fucking hell, like.
And
how precise do you need to be? Say what you need to say.
And I've been feeling like bad vertigo, like severe vertigo, and I have a light headache, and I'm feeling pressure on my heart. It's very light.
Yeah, that's vertigo. That's definitely vertigo.
Pain, but pressure. But I just called the paramedics, and
because this is what you do when you call the paramedics. Is you make a fucking YouTube video.
It was scary because the lady was saying that she couldn't hear me on the phone. And remember I told y'all a couple of mornings ago I had a
nightmare.
I think they did the dream manipulation. I had a bad dream or a nightmare.
Oh yeah, even her bad dreams aren't her fault. Like it's your fault, y'all. Y'all making me got bad dreams again.
About having a medical emergency and not being able to call for help. So I'm feeling slight headache and slight chest pain, and I just have
chest pain, headache. What does it sound like to people? Like breathing in chemicals, fucking.
Where I felt cold in here with the air conditioner, so I turned the air up. I turned it from 62 to 72. And then
I just thought that was the fucking.
Almost immediately.
That's amazing.
From 62 to 72, and almost immediately.
I just need some brains. Oh, Scarecrow, you've got enough brains.
Shaky and lightheaded. And so I start to feel weak, shaky, and lightheaded. And I'm feeling like I am starting to feel kind of out of breath. I
love this, getting herself worried, like talking about it.
And I said I start to feel. Here they go.
Here they come, right there.
And I said I start to feel. Here they go.
See that fucking jump there?
Here they go. Start to feel. Here they go.
Fucking hell, dude! It's like someone's like fucking set a fucking gun off. And
Hello,
here she
y'all.
is. Here she is, grateful Candy Girl. Let's see how grateful she is for the you know, the emergency services coming out, shall we? Do you think she's gonna be grateful, like she is for all like the free food that she's been getting, and all the like the years worth of fucking free hotel rooms she got that year? What do you think? What do you think, guys? Nah?
Okay,
We'll
so it's
see.
5:42 p.m.
It's
I got
5:42 p.m. The moons of Orion just went through the Astrala constellation. It only happens once every 16 million years. Just in case you need to be precise.
it is a shame that they if they torture targets with directed energy weapons to the point where you end up having to be hospitalized or go to the emergency room behind it. So let's see, hold up. So I got a whole story to tell later on. So so as a way that they torturing us, killing us. I told y'all. So
Speak up.
so the abusive narcissistic paramedics,
My God.
my vertigo and
Can you imagine?
dizziness and nearly fainting and stuff, um they try to scapegoat me. They try to scapegoat I gotta go. Okay, it's 5:50.
Oh my God, you just fucking did the video. You don't need to do the
Yeah.
fucking thing again.
They know damn well they hit us with the directed energy weapons to cause
Look, she's like getting around. This is what she does when she's sat there feeling dumb as fuck. But she'll like double down on it, dude. She'll double down on it, knowing that she's wrong, to like prove them wrong. So now she's like reasoning in her head, because what's happened is she's like poisoned herself with the fucking alcohol spray.
dizziness or fainting or vertigo like I've been feeling for the past couple of nights. And they've been like if I've been, using I have OCD, and if I've been, spraying myself with the rubbing alcohol for like
Spraying herself with rubbing alcohol, guys. She's been spraying rubbing alcohol on it with fucking skin.
it's been over a decade. So
Yeah, and she's like, this is where like the retardation comes in, right? Because she'll go like, I be having vertigo for since I remember, and then she goes, how can it be the rubbing alcohol? I've been rubbing it on my skin for like a decade. It's like, yeah, the fuck do you think you keep poisoning yourself for, and then getting quote unquote vertigo? Jeez, man, but you can't tell her anything. That's why she's living in a tiny cabin in Texas. Because you can't tell her anything. If you tell her anything, oh, you think you got the authority to tell me. You think you better than me. No, they're just not mentally retarded.
oh shit that they're trying to scapegoat and lie and say that my vertigo and faint and dizziness is related to the alcohol, and then they try to make me out to look real crazy. And then the paramedic lady, they had two of them, and one acting like a chief narc, who was the one who fraudulently and illegally driving, and then
Again, she doesn't know what those words mean, like fraudulently and illegally driving. Like neither of those things. Like wasn't fraudulent. Like has her documents, is permitted to drive, an ambulance, all those things. She's just like anything that she dislikes or anything like that, she just calls fake or fraudulent, or it makes zero sense. It makes zero sense. Dumb person.
In the back acting like a flying monkey. The moment they saw, like, as soon as I stepped outside, they had a fly that touched my hair and touched my head, so I sprayed it, and they try to use that as an excuse.
By the way, I need to make the TikTok handle targeted by the psych ward. What?
Justify.
That's what she's
Why?
fucking
Oh, well,
targeted
this is
by.
the reason why you feel like. Shut up, man. I know what I'm. I know what I'm going through.
I know what I'm going through. Well, don't ring the fucking paramedics then. You sat there on the other video, go, oh, it's my heart's gone, I got a throbbing headache. If you know what you're going through, then don't ring the paramedics.
Shut up, man. I know what I'm. I know what I'm going through.
Stop wasting public resources.
So then, the nosy neighbor.
You know what's funny as well? It's like, what does she always moan about? What does she always fucking moan about when she's on the streets and she's going, oh, they doing that on purpose every time an ambulance goes past with its sirens on, going to save someone's life. Well, Candy, maybe if there weren't fucking idiots like you, right, wasting their time, dragging them to all corners of the city all day, every day, there wouldn't be so many sirens constantly. Do you ever think about that? Because she won't use basic things. I ain't using soap, chemicals. I ain't using toothpaste, fluoride. I ain't using this, that. I don't take medicine. She's still, by the way, she's got an abscess at the back of her mouth, right, that she's had for over a year now. We think it's an abscess, all right? It bursts every now and then or something like that, I think. We think it's an abscess. No one knows, obviously. But there's some fucking thing at the back of her mouth that, like, grows and then fucking... And then but she won't get it seen. I don't trust doctors. She just keeps using, what is it, bentonine clay? Bentonine clay or something like that. Something that she considers to be like a wonder drug that cures everything. Whatever's wrong with her, she'll like rub that shit on it and placebo herself into a point. Or it just keeps on her until it goes away on its own.
We're outside to see all the commotion and everything. Always there on the nosy perp neighbors, like 2 doors down, fake Christians, so these medical people don't care about patients. They don't care, and it's like, yeah, that the chief narc paramedic lady, she was extremely narcissistic and try to humiliate and embarrass me, try to make me feel ashamed. But so
because you should be ashamed. Like, that's what you need. It's like shaming, a good shaming, a public shaming for all of your like ridiculous childish behavior.
As I said, they would.
She's damn near 40 now.
Torture me.
I love that as well. She go like, I don't look 40. Yeah, try losing 200 fucking pounds. Let's see what you really look like.
To make me feel this way, and then they probably using that for noise harassment.
Other people in hospital, like the doctors doing the job, is annoying her now. There are people talking here, so don't fucking go to hospital then.
Noise campaign. Your unimportant gossip, fake loud conversation with the nurses up in there.
America, in some ways, has too much freedom. Too much, like, personal freedom. Like, why is this woman not being like, she comes in there, you see her eyes like whirling around in her head as she's like talking to you and stuff. She's fucking nuts. She's been in there. She's got a record of being in there like every other month over bullshit. She's fucking schizo. They should just wrap her up in a straitjacket and throw her off to the asylum. Literally.
Because it was all quiet once I started this video.
Bye-bye.
So, they try to scapegoat and lie and say that, and then try to talk to me very elementary, like the police. Talk to me like I'm a toddler, like I don't know no better. Because
you don't know no better. You poisoned yourself with alcohol spray. You poisoned yourself.
And then, then they wanted to offer me meclizine.
She's been doing this since she was a child, by the way. Like, that's what happened to her, allegedly. Is like she opened one of the other foster kids' fucking pill bottles, or one of her real siblings' pill bottles, like their medication, and ate that. And she had like a massive stroke or something. And,
for the dizziness. Well, if y'all want to say that such and such is the cause, then why you want to push medication on me?
Oh my God. What sort of reasoning is that? Well, so what sort of reasoning is that, right? So because she poisoned herself, right, with chemicals, then she's like, well, if y'all say, that chemicals cause that, then why would you force chemicals on me? It's like she just said, stop talking to me like a toddler. Like, those are the reasoning abilities of a toddler. Like, no two chemicals are equal, Candy. And like, why am I? I'm
So
gonna waste my breath there, aren't I?
as I said, they try to falsely make it. Like these people treat me like I'm slow, but they act like they don't know no better.
Like, you don't know no better. They drove up in the car they're allowed to drive in the job that they have, away from the house that they own, with the knowledge that they have to help you medically. You don't know no better. You said that you poisoned yourself trying to spray in invisible gnats because you can't wash yourself properly.
See, they're doing this on purpose. Yeah, what kind of important conversation is that they're laughing?
What sort of... Oh my God. As opposed to this enlightening conversation that we're all listening to herself. She is incredible, right? The fact that this woman dares utter the word narcissist. If I was this woman, I'd be trying to get that word, like, erased from people's minds. I wouldn't want to expose myself. The fact that you've seen her do this in the street. She'll get angry at people talking to the friend across the road as they walk along down the street. And she's getting angry at them while she's sat talking loudly to herself, to the phone.
And so they're trying to overtalk me.
Oh, we got to talk up, y'all. We're back. We're back on Team Candy. Just like that, we're back. Just like that, we're back. Look at that.
They're trying to overtalk me.
You ain't gonna overtalk the queen.
As soon as I turn this video off, they're gonna get quiet.
You prove them wrong, Candy. Go for it.
So I can't even concentrate. So
the beeping started.
Like the abusive narcissistic paramedic.
I hope they are gang stalking her. Set the fucking set the breathing alarm off. Just press the fucking button. It beeps. Beep, beep, beep. Great. Anybody got a coffee machine? Turn the espresso machine on.
Lady, she's like, that's alcohol. That's a chemical. It's like she loud cat me, and she just wanted me to be She wanted me to be humiliated in front of the other nurses and doctors and everything like that. I mean, and it's like, well, you use alcohol to stick my finger, didn't you? So
she does it again.
And y'all work with alcohol every day.
She equates it with and y'all work with alcohol every day? Do they bathe themselves in it? Do they breathe it in? Candy? Did they like spray it in the air and then like exist in like an enclosed room with it? And like spray it more and then spray the skin with it so it enters through the pores? No. They rub it on their hands and then they'll rub their hands underwater.
If y'all in the medical field, don't y'all? Y'all work with alcohol. So I mean,
oh my God.
As soon as I got out of the house, they try to just start talking shit.
You're talking shit. You're talking complete shit. No, it doesn't even make sense.
The nosy neighbors were there to see all the commotion.
See the humiliation. To see your public humiliation that you deserved. Oh, well, that woman can't even look after herself.
So they're like, oh, well, you can't rub that all over your body. And then they had this fly inside of the ambulance.
Oh, this is my favourite. After all that, there's a fly in the ambulance. And she can't stop fucking obsessing over this fucking fly. There's all this shit going on, right? This is what people worry about, I'm sure all the people out there that have had, like, a medical emergencies and they've had to be rushed into a hospital in the back of a fucking ambulance. And, they're all fucking panicking and then the machines are going off and shit and, like, you're just fucking staring at their fucking roof thinking, I'm sure, like, what you're looking at when you're having, remember, a medical emergency, because you're in the back of an ambulance, is the fucking fly flying around. Fucking She's oh my
That was
god.
torturing the shit out of me.
It's torturing the shit, y'all. It was so much. It was so much hardship, y'all. The fly, being in the back of the van with a fly.
The ambulance was I meant to say the fly inside the ambulance was torturing me. So these people are talking so loud.
Cold blue.
So I'm gonna have to go because they're doing this on purpose, trying to overtalk me, trying to tell the truth. But bottom line is the direct energy weapons is what got me here, not no doggone rubbing alcohol.
That's the bottom line, y'all. Y'all, I'm not retarded, y'all. All right, it's the gang stalkers again, y'all, and I'm putting this on the internet for all y'all to see. I'm putting this shit on the internet. Fucking hell, man. So there is. I'm not gonna do it because I just time is finite and so are my patience. But there is a 1 hour and a half video that she does where she goes into that deeper. If you should wish to listen to a mentally ill schizophrenic, but it is funny. Like, if you find Candy funny, the video is funny because she goes into detail about like this fucking. First of all, it gets infuriating where like it goes even more into detail about how she's just disregarding the medical advice they're giving her and trying to get a like ridiculous like gang stalking bullshit out there. And then there's also an in-depth like battle with the fly in the great battle of the fly 2023 in the back of the ambulance on the way there as the ambulance, as the paramedic staff desperately try to keep her attention and ask her questions and stuff, while she just like is obsessed and asking them to like, can you open the doors and get the fly? They're like, we can't open the doors while we're moving. Are you out of your fucking mind, woman? She's like, I can't. I know. I'd rather you not even pick me up. She actually says that. She says to them, if it's going to be like this, I'd just rather you just not even turn up. It's like, that is not an emergency. That's a point where they should just fucking stop the car and charge her on the spot. Be like, do you have your debit card? Do you have your credit card? Like, we're charging you for the fucking fuel, for the fucking man hours, and you're getting the fuck out of here. Fuck off. But yeah. So that was Michael Morton being a creep, and Candy Grandpre not having a medical emergency at all. And with that, I think we will leave it today. I'll just try to find a decent song to lead us on. Oh, we'll do this one. Why not? These are all lunatics. Still makes sense. Right, I'll see you all later.